They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Right now, from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's calling the signals for it. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Holding, offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Right. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. To throw is right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Right. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. back at the 47-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Right. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
A throw over the middle, taken in. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Now it's Lockett. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Right. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now Wright on 1st down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Right. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll look to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Right. And he floated one out there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson, and he'll work down inside the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Robinson up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that makes it 14-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Shifts by him, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards and the first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Hand off now to Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the option going right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Wright On 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun. Right. And this one too low.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 and the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right to throw on second down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Josh Jacobs with both of their touchdowns thus far as he's scored twice on the ground. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
Here's Robinson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
tackle made at the 48-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. It's Dotson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. And some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 15. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he was able to track him down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Operating from the gun. Right. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jamin Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
They run. Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right now to throw on 3rd down. He'll find Metcalf. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach.